My fellow Americans, grapplers, and strikers, I wanted to take a moment to address the fans of the fastest growing sport in the world. I call on you during a time when I could really use your support. It is, after all, election time soon. Now, as you may or may not know, I'm a longtime fan of the MMA. And during a crucial election cycle, I wanted to share with you some of my plans to address what I've come to realize are key issues with the American people. Now, first and foremost, national security. And this is a big one. Now, if you can't tell from the cauliflower ears, let me be the first to tell you I'm studying Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Geez, I got to get these babies trained. Anyway, my plan is to begin now, during this term, as a white belt in the White House. Then, as I'm promoted to yellow, purple, blue, brown, etc., I will change the color of the White House to match my belt level. The goal is to make it very clear to those that dare threaten the safety and security of the United States that I'm a badass. But my long-term goal is to be a black man with a black belt in a black house. This, my friends, I promise you will happen. Just vote for me come November. I will also appoint a new Speaker of the House, not a crybaby like Boehner, or one that I feel will not be taken seriously or pass any of my bills, but one I know will be heard loud and clear. And I think we all know there's only one man for the job, Chael Sonnen. However, my international dealings with Brazil will be kept way off his agenda. I'm no fool. Now, I also know gas prices and fuel economy are major concerns to most Americans. Recently, we won a huge victory when my administration finalized new fuel efficiency standards that will make things you enjoy seeing run longer, without gassing out. I call it the Phil Baroni Act. I mean, who doesn't want to see something badass keep on going for a while? Now, election time can be brutal for us candidates, but unlike MMA and politics, hitting below the belt is completely legal, encouraged, and a preferred way of incapacitating your opponent. And just like many of the mixed martial artists I know, I too find myself doing a lot of mitt work these days. Mitt work, that was a good one. Now, you see, my opponent likes to verbally grapple with me over issues like health care. And let me be clear, I feel every American should have health care. I also feel that every mixed martial artist should too. Yeah, that's right. I'm talking to you, Dana White, Mr. President. What's the matter with you? Didn't you take socialism in college? I aced that class. Now, you may be wondering, Barack, why would you take shots at Dana White? Well, I'll tell you why. The economy is still hurting and waiting for a major comeback, just like Rampage Jackson. Jobs are growing, but we still need more. And quite honestly, in the off chance that Mitt Romney takes my job, you best believe I'm gunning for Dana's job. Now, I see the trend here, and I can't help but notice the diversity of races among the champions in the UFC. You got Henderson, Jones, Silva. They're all my brothers. Now, Dos Santos and Aldo are representing the Latino vote, I mean people. And you even have your one good white guy from Canada. Minorities are becoming the majority. Change has come to the UFC. God bless America. Now, let me be clear. I fought long and hard for women's rights, and I'm not going to stop anytime soon. I would also incorporate women's MMA into the UFC pay-per-view schedule. Heck, I'd even move towards having female athletes battling male athletes inside the octagon. And I know I'd already have Chris Brown's vote. For years, same-sex combatants have been monopolizing this sport. It's been man versus man or woman versus woman. And we all know how conservatives feel about that whole same-sex thing. So in conclusion, folks, my message is quite clear. One way or another, I will continue to call myself the president, being it governing over the Pentagon or an octagon. Now, since way back in the day, it has always been a dream of mine to be the first black president of the UFC. And no offense to all of you who voted for me, but if Mitt takes my job come January, my campaign to take Dana's will be filled with a reinvented slogan, a creed that will be shouted from the lips of those begging for change from sea to shining sea. Hell yes, I can. Thank you. God bless you. And as El Guapo Baz Rutten would say, Godspeed, and party on. And now, my fellow Americans, I present to you the MMA Top 10 Countdown Welterweight Division.
My name is Erin Gales, and this is the Top 10 Welterweight Division. Number 10 is Nate Marquardt. Number 9 is Rory McDonald. And number 8 is Josh Koscheck. And number 7 is John Fitch. And number 6 is Jake Ellenberger. And number 5 is Martin Kampmann. Number 4 is Nick Diaz. Number 3, Johnny Hendricks. And number 2, Carlos Condit. And at number 1, we have George Rush St. Pierre. I'm Erin Gales. Thank you for watching the Top 10 Welterweight Division.